Best English to Hindi translation online. A group online of older women live on a farm in India who are struggling with the language barrier between their children and the children from neighboring countries. The men of their village have been unable to communicate with the women and vice versa. Since the simple and basic daily tasks for the villagers are to run the farm, gather firewood, cook meals, and have families, they are not made to learn English. The options are either to learn English or to starve. Despite this, one woman has been very proactive in learning a new language by translating English words into Hindi as she meets new people as well as finding new jobs. However, when she goes on a visit online with her husband's family in their village, she is shocked when she no longer understands Hindi after only 5 months of learning it. She has trouble communicating with her friends who live nearby and eventually learns that the family cannot hear her either due to cultural differences or because they can't understand what she is saying. A group of online businessmen in India are having a gathering to hold a contest to translate a sentence or sentence into Hindi. Each candidate has 1 minute to translate the sentence and share their translation with the rest of the crowd's understanding. The first round is over and so is the contest. At best, it's an engaging idea, but what happens when there are no more candidates, or vice versa? How will they all cope when they could online not understand each other? Nor can they understand any of what was said. Or will they not be able to understand anything at all? Here are some examples that provide a glimpse into the sort of issues that might surround translation contests. One day I received an email from a girl. She was quite unhappy that she couldn't understand her mother tongue. I asked her to explain in simple English what she meant and she sent me the translation below. I'm a serial translation of Hindi English translation of stories. I took the day off and was doing some work, when I suddenly heard an online voice in my head say this is going to be easy. I ran outside and saw a pretty girl with glasses standing next to me. She asked me if I wanted to learn Hindi or English. The conversation went on that way, but my idea was not as good as it should have been. A college professor is asked if he wants to take the next 5 minutes to translate evening lectures on the internet. However, given his comprehension level and experience in the field, he hesitates. His colleague says, "Why not? There's nothing else you can do at this hour." The professor then goes online to translate his lectures as they are being delivered. He soon finds himself translating to Hindi in about 15 minutes. I am the manager of a software company. I want to hire someone to translate English to Hindi, but no one responds. I make a request for an online translation service. The website says in its terms that it is free and can be applied for 5 hours a day for 3 days. I finally online decide to apply for the 3 days and pass my test with flying colors. In the next day, I learn that there are 6 candidates who have completed the test, but only 4 have applied. I realize that only English is available on the website. What is going on? The site appears as if they were doing something shady or illegal with their online translation service. It became clear to me that they would take advantage of people like me. And now wanting a job by crushing my hopes of being employed right away, or at all, in this online country. When I called, the guy told me he still isn't hiring due to language issues between Hindi and English language websites.